In this video, we're going to show you how to create and assign a budget to your project in Microsoft Project. And we're also going to show you how you can use this to produce basic reports like this and even this. Let's check it out. Now, to create a budget, you are going to have to pay a reasonable amount of attention because there are a few tricky steps in order to do this. Now, in this example, we're going to assume that we have been granted $35,000 to bring about this project. Now, we've already gone through and assigned resources to all of our tasks, and the total is $31,000. So the budget's going to be $35,000. So to do this, go to your resource sheet, and you can see that all of our people and material resources are shown there, as well as some miscellaneous costs. So we're going to go in and assign a budget, and we're going to call it funding. And it's not a work type, we're going to have it as a cost type. Now, very important step, we're going to go and double click on that item that we've added to the resource sheet, and we will need to click budget. You can see little checkbox budget, that must be clicked. Go OK, and then we can go back to our Gantt chart. Now, you'd think that now that we have our budget, we can simply go in and get our drop-down menu, look for budget cost, which is there, and then double click and start assigning resources to that. Funding, as you can see here, budget resources can only be assigned to a project summary task. So we're not going to be able to do that. So what is a project summary task? Well, that is simply the next level above our summary task. And in order to get that, you're going to have to go to your Gantt chart format and select that box there, project summary task. And there you have it. You have our overriding project summary task, and you can see there that there are $0. Now, once again, you can't just jump in there and make that adjustment on the Gantt chart. If I were to go to resource name, funding, try, and I cannot add the cost. You might wonder, well, how do you do that? Well, to actually assign a budget to the budget cost, you're actually going to need to go to your task usage view. So jump into there, task usage view, and here select budget cost in the drop-down menu column. Budget cost. Okay, so it is here where you can add your $35,000. So double click on the project summary task and select funding and go OK. Now, funding shown there, and we have our $0 in that line item, and it's here where we can add our $35,000. $35,000 added to the budget cost. You can go back to the Gantt chart, and there is your budget. Your budget cost has been added to your project. Now, you can do a similar arrangement with budget work, and in that case, it'll be shown in hours instead of cost. And that is another alternative in which you can compare work against budget work. So now that we have our budget cost, there are a few things that we can do, including looking at reports. So you can go to your visual reports here and just put together some basic reports. So you can see here that you put together a budget cost report, and if you go view, it will generate Excel. Now, about 30 to 40 seconds had passed, and you can see here we're presented with a very basic diagram showing the budget cost versus the cost. We don't have any actual costs in this example yet, so we can remove that, as we can also the baseline cost as well. So you can see where the budget cost is carried out over a period of quarters versus the costs that have been planned and assigned so far in the tasks. Now, in the assignment usage, you can drill down a little further by looking at this on a week-by-week basis, if this helps, and it gives you a little bit of an idea as to where costs are spent versus the budget cost shown spent in a linear manner to show where your peaks and troughs are in your spending against the budget. So I hope you found this useful. Please feel free to use this tool in your project management work. Please like, subscribe or share, and we'll see you in the next video.